Alright, so for today's video, I've put together a list of 25 games I'm dying to play in 2025. Let's dive in. First up, we have Sniper Elite Resistance. This entry takes us deeper into the chaos of World War II, putting us in the boots of a resistance fighter operating behind enemy lines. It's not just about pulling off long-distance sniper shots. Expect intense stealth gameplay, sabotage missions, and immersive war-torn environments. The expanded enemy AI promises to make every encounter smarter and more challenging, so strategy will be key. I've always loved how the Sniper Elite series makes you feel like a tactical mastermind. Watching those slow-motion kill cams never gets old, but what excites me most about Resistance is the focus on Resistance-style guerrilla warfare. This feels like a chance to explore more depth and variety in how you approach missions. I'm expecting to be on the edge of my seat as I navigate enemy territory. Next, we have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The medieval RPG returns, promising an even larger and more dynamic world. With improved combat mechanics, expanded quests, and deeper character interactions, this sequel is shaping up to be everything fans could hope for. Historical accuracy remains a cornerstone of the series, and the developers are pushing for even greater realism with updated visuals and survival elements that reflect life in 15th century Bohemia. The first Kingdom Come Deliverance was a breath of fresh air for RPG fans who love realism over fantasy. I adored the slow-paced but rewarding gameplay, and I'm beyond excited to see how they expand this world. If the developers deliver on their promise of even more immersive storytelling and strategic combat, this could easily be one of the best RPGs of the decade.
Wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry.
Nobody will hand anything on a platter to men like you and me.
You still have a long way to go till your work is done.
Oh, merciful God.
Set in feudal Japan, this Assassin's Creed installment dives into the era of samurai and shinobi. It promises a darker, more mature tone, blending classic stealth mechanics with visceral combat. The trailers teased stunning cherry blossom-filled landscapes, bustling villages, and shadowy fortresses. The introduction of dual-wielding katanas and ninja tools opens up exciting new gameplay possibilities. This is the Assassin's Creed setting we've all been waiting for. I've been dreaming of an open-world Japan filled with assassins, and it looks like Ubisoft is finally delivering. The focus on ninjas and samurai could make for the most atmospheric Assassin's Creed game yet. If they nail the balance between stealth and action, this could be a game changer for the franchise.
I said, who do you serve?
We are the shadows.
That served the light.
The iconic trilogy of Lara Croft's adventures is getting a full remaster with modern graphics, improved controls, and enhanced sound design. From uncovering ancient tombs to solving elaborate puzzles, these games are a nostalgic trip back to the roots of action-adventure gaming. The developers have promised to preserve the spirit of the originals while making them accessible for new players. I grew up playing these Tomb Raider classics, and hearing about these remasters brought a huge smile to my face. These are the games that defined a generation of gamers, and seeing them with a fresh coat of paint will be a treat. I'm especially excited to revisit some of the iconic levels, like the Lost Valley with its T-Rex encounter, but this time with jaw-dropping visuals.
Give a girl a break.
Obsidian's highly anticipated RPG is set in the world of Pillars of Eternity, but this time it's a first-person experience. Players will wield powerful magic, master deadly melee combat, and explore a beautifully crafted fantasy world full of mystery and danger. The game promises deep faction interactions, complex moral choices, and an expansive narrative to rival the likes of Skyrim. Obsidian is one of the few developers I completely trust to deliver a masterpiece. Their storytelling is unmatched, and if Avowed combines their writing prowess with a sprawling, immersive world, it could easily become my favorite RPG. The idea of throwing fireballs with one hand while wielding a sword in the other is exactly the kind of gameplay I can't wait to dive into. This one's going to be a day one buy for me.
So now that you have all this power, what are you gonna do with it?
The beloved Monster Hunter series takes a bold leap with a new open-world format that promises seamless exploration and dynamic ecosystems. This time, the focus is on battling massive creatures across untamed wildernesses with new tools, mounts, and co-op mechanics to create even more strategic and chaotic hunts. I've spent countless hours hunting monsters, but Wilds looks like it's going to redefine the series. The idea of a fully open world where the environment plays a bigger role in hunts is thrilling. Plus, if Capcom continues their trend of pushing creative weapon designs and teamwork mechanics, this could easily become my go-to co-op game in 2025.
Never wanted this to happen.
No stopping it now. Not once it starts flowing.
Why? This wasn't supposed to happen.
This new Like a Dragon installment takes the eccentric, over-the-top charm of the series and drops it into the tropical paradise of Hawaii. As a pirate-themed Yakuza story unfolds, expect chaotic brawls, quirky side quests, and the unique blend of heartfelt storytelling and absurd humor that the franchise is known for. I absolutely love how Like a Dragon games never shy away from being bizarre, and pirates in Hawaii might just be their most outlandish concept yet. I'm excited to see how they mix tropical vibes with gritty Yakuza drama. Plus, karaoke on a beach? Sign me up.
This is under new management. A bunch of shady organizations stepped in to run it. The biggest one is run by this old lady they call Queen Michelle.
At last we meet the famed Captain Majima and the crew of the Goro Maru.
Sure, there's all sorts of casinos and cat houses in Atlantis, but none of them earn like the Colosseum.
I am Pirate King Raymond Law. I commend you on a splendid first fight, Captain. Been a long time, Kyodai.
Thought I told you, stop calling me bro!
You just fine having amnesia the rest of your life. Weren't you a top Yakuza officer?
So what? Yakuza and pirates ain't that different from one another in the first place.
In Split Fiction, you'll experience the ultimate split-screen gameplay alongside your co-op partner. The premise is captivating. Two contrasting writers, Mio and Zoe, find themselves trapped in their own stories after being hooked up to a machine designed to steal their creative ideas. One writes sci-fi while the other delves into fantasy. This game is tailor-made for two players. You'll need to coordinate actions, timing, and work together to overcome challenges. Plus, you can invite a friend to play with you for free on any platform, thanks to crossplay support on PS, Xbox, and PC using the Friends Pass. Hazelight, the studio behind the acclaimed It Takes Two, knows how to create memorable co-op experiences, and they're back at it with Split Fiction.
Ball droids that can magnetize and shift to different forms. And And then the droids become your exosuits. And you can now attack and hack different objects. Here's another one. You play as pigs, and they later become... Anyway, let's not talk about that level for now. And as always, with the Friends Pass, you only need to buy one copy of the game to play it with your friend online. That's what Hazelight is about. No loot boxes, no microtransactions, and no bullshit. You just get the game.
You have unpaid parking tickets. Time to die.
Excuse me? Run!
From the creator of BioShock, Judas is a spiritual successor that promises a hauntingly atmospheric world, mind-bending powers, and morally ambiguous storytelling. Set on a crumbling starship, players must decide whether to cooperate with or betray their companions in a desperate fight for survival. If you loved BioShock, there's no way you're skipping Judas. The trailers alone gave me chills, and I can't wait to see how the moral choices and dark atmosphere unfold. It feels like it's going to scratch that itch for a deep, thought-provoking FPS with an unforgettable world.
People say I have this coming. And you know what? They're right.
A psychological sci-fi adventure, The Alters revolves around creating alternate versions of yourself to solve puzzles and unravel a deeply personal story. The game explores the themes of identity, regret, and the consequences of choices, all set against the backdrop of a mysterious alien world. I love games that dive into the human psyche, and The Alters looks like it's going to deliver something truly unique. The idea of interacting with different versions of yourself to progress the story is such a cool concept. If the narrative is as deep and emotional as it seems, this could be one of the most memorable games of the year.
Obstacles on the outside, internal tensions that could prove to be even more dangerous, and with a ticking clock of the deathly sun behind our backs, the only way home is to press forward.
Set in a brutal fantasy world, the first Berserker, Khazan, tells the origin story of a legendary warrior. Expect fast-paced melee combat, larger-than-life enemies, and an immersive narrative that delves into the trials and triumphs of Khazan's rise to power. The game's focus on visceral, skill-based battles and cinematic storytelling is already turning heads. I'm a huge fan of games that let you feel like a true warrior, and Khazan looks like it's delivering on that front with its intense combat. The darker tone and mythical vibe remind me of Dark Souls mixed with God of War, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. In this atmospheric exploration game, you'll lead a team of astronauts on a mysterious alien planet. The game combines survival mechanics, environmental storytelling, and stunning visuals to create a sense of wonder and danger. Every decision you make will shape the fate of your crew and the outcome of your mission. Exploration and survival in a beautifully realized alien world? Sign me up. Clair Obscur has this haunting yet awe-inspiring vibe that reminds me of Subnautica meets Outer Wilds. If the story and survival elements are as engaging as the trailers suggest, this could easily become one of my favorite sci-fi games.
Steal anyone else's future.
This world is full of wonders. Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Even if we fail, we lay the trail for those who will come after. Right? We.
The sequel to the survival hit arc, Survival Evolved, promises an even bigger and more ambitious experience. With improved graphics, a revamped combat system, and an expansive open world filled with dinosaurs and prehistoric creatures. Arc 2 aims to push the boundaries of survival games. Oh, and it stars Vin Diesel as one of the main characters. I had a blast taming dinosaurs in the first game, but Arc 2 looks like it's taking everything to the next level. The addition of story-driven elements and a more polished combat system is exactly what this franchise needed. Plus, I can't wait to see how Vin Diesel fits into this prehistoric adventure. Mafia. The Old Country is a prequel to the beloved series, taking players back to the roots of organized crime in early 20th century Sicily. The game features a rich open world filled with political intrigue, intense shootouts, and heartfelt drama as you rise through the ranks of the Mafia. Expect gorgeous, period-accurate environments and a gripping narrative. I've always loved the Mafia series for its ability to tell deeply emotional stories, and a prequel set in Sicily feels like the perfect setting. I'm excited to immerse myself in the lush, atmospheric world and experience the raw beginnings of the Mafia's legacy. This one has all the makings of a masterpiece. A cyberpunk action-adventure game, Spine is all about stylish combat, hacking mechanics, and a gripping story set in a neon-lit dystopian city. Players take on the role of a mercenary equipped with advanced neural implants that unlock incredible combat abilities, blending fast-paced action with tactical gameplay. Cyberpunk settings are always a win for me, and Spine looks like it's bringing that sleek, high-tech aesthetic with some seriously fun gameplay. The combination of fluid combat and a potentially thought-provoking story about technology and humanity has me counting down the days for this one.
I never asked for this.
Techland's Dying Light. The Beast expands the franchise with a new protagonist and a fresh city to explore. Expect the same heart-pounding parkour and brutal melee combat, but with even more dangerous, infected new mutations and expanded co-op gameplay that brings even bigger challenges to your squad. I've always loved how Dying Light mixes survival horror with fast-paced action, and the Beast looks like it's doubling down on everything that made the series great. If the new city feels as alive and dynamic as Heron or Vildor, this could be another game I'll sink countless hours into.
Every man has an animal within. If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
Crimson Desert combines the epic scale of open-world RPGs with visceral, skill-based combat. Set in a gritty, war-torn medieval fantasy world, the game focuses on exploration, crafting, and intense battles, all delivered through a breathtakingly detailed environment powered by cutting-edge graphics. The trailers for Crimson Desert left me speechless. The level of detail in the environments and combat looks unreal. I'm a huge fan of immersive RPGs, and if this game delivers on its promise of deep storytelling and gameplay variety, it could rival the biggest names in the genre.
To correct this. I had my own mission, seeking out my Greymain comrades.
What I can tell you now is that this mission will restore the disrupted providence.
For those who have died, for those who have survived, and for those who will live on, this is our mission.
A faithful remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, this game brings Hideo Kojima's iconic story to a new generation with modern visuals, updated mechanics, and the same gripping narrative. It's an opportunity to relive or experience for the first time the origins of Big Boss in one of the most legendary stealth action games of all time. Snake Eater is one of my all-time favorite games, so seeing it brought back to life with cutting-edge graphics is a dream come true. I'm eager to see how the jungle survival mechanics feel with modern controls, and whether the remake preserves the charm and brilliance of the original.
Guarded by the KGB and hunted by Gru? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
Even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger.
Colonel!
It'll be our friend, the American defector.
Capcom's mysterious sci-fi adventure Pragmata is set in a dystopian future and promises a deeply emotional and surreal experience. With its cryptic trailers showcasing stunning visuals, a young girl, and a robotic cat, this game aims to explore humanity's survival in a harsh, futuristic world. Every glimpse of Pragmata has me more intrigued. The mix of stunning visuals and enigmatic storytelling feels like something special. I have no idea where this game is going, but that only adds to the excitement. It feels like the kind of game that will stick with you long after the credits roll. Hideo Kojima returns with Death Stranding 2, promising an even deeper dive into its unique world of connections, deliveries, and cryptic storytelling. Expect a larger world, new gameplay mechanics, and an evolved narrative that continues Sam Porter Bridges' journey in a fractured, surreal America. The first Death Stranding was such a bold and unique experience, and I'm thrilled to see how Kojima builds on that foundation. The trailers hint at even more emotional depth and innovation, and I can't wait to lose myself in this beautifully bizarre world once again.
I still hear your heartbeat.
Little Nightmares 3 returns to its eerie, haunting roots with another unsettling journey through a world of distorted childhood fears. This time, co-op gameplay is a central focus, allowing two players to navigate the terrifying environments together. Expect creepy creatures, clever puzzles, and spine-chilling atmosphere. I'm so excited to see what Tarsier Studios has in store with Little Nightmares 3. The series has always been a masterclass in creating tension and unease, and the addition of co-op gameplay is a genius move. Exploring this twisted world with a friend sounds like both a thrill and a nightmare. As the latest installment in the Dark Pictures anthology, Directive 8020 ventures into the sci-fi horror genre, setting its story aboard a doomed space station. Expect branching narratives, tense survival scenarios, and the series' trademark choice-based gameplay that determines who lives and who dies. I love how the Dark Pictures games play with different genres, and sci-fi horror feels like a perfect next step. The concept of making life or death decisions in the cold, claustrophobic void of space has me hooked. If they nail the atmosphere, this could be the best in the anthology. Gears of War E-Day takes players back to the beginning of the war against the Locust Horde. Experience the chaos and desperation of humanity's first encounters with the subterranean menace through intense cover-based shooting, emotional storytelling, and the franchise's signature larger-than-life action. Going back to the start of the Locust War feels like an epic idea for Gears of War. I'm expecting tons of high-octane battles and those classic Gears emotional moments. If they lean into the grit and desperation of humanity's survival, this could be a standout entry in the series. The first major expansion for Elden Ring, Nightreign, delves deeper into the world's lore, introducing new regions, fearsome bosses, and even more cryptic storytelling. Expect from Software's signature challenging gameplay, breathtaking environments, and an expanded set of tools to customize your Tarnished's journey. I poured countless hours into Elden Ring, and the thought of diving back into its sprawling, mysterious world is beyond exciting. If Nightreign brings even half the magic of the base game, it's going to be an unforgettable experience. I'm ready to get lost in its dark beauty all over again.
Tragedy must be averted. And for that, I need your help.
Stand tall. The night is far from over. Little pillager, bent on stacking the lands of gold. I will swat away any and all who dare approach.
Band together and prepare to claim. The life of the Night Lord.
Set in feudal Japan, Ghost of Yotei combines the stealth, combat, and rich storytelling that fans of Ghost of Tsushima love. This spiritual successor focuses on a lone warrior's journey to protect his homeland from an invading force, offering a blend of breathtaking visuals and emotional depth. I absolutely adored Ghost of Tsushima, so hearing about Ghost of Yotei feels like a dream come true. If the gameplay and storytelling are anything like its predecessor, this game will be a masterpiece. Exploring the serene yet deadly landscapes of feudal Japan is something I can't wait to experience again. And that's it. These are my most anticipated 25 games of 2025 I will definitely play. Which of these games are you most excited to play? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gaming content. See you in the next one.